Hello guys, in this video, so my objective is to allow traffic between these internal zones. Internal zones means we have two zones, LAN zone and the server zone. Okay, so LAN is represented by 192.168.2 range and server network is represented by 192.168.10 range. Okay, according to this example, so let's say I'm ping I mean that's mean I'm going to send some ICMP packet, that means ping to this 192.168.10.10 machine. Okay, from this Windows 10 to 192.168.10.10. In that scenario, the source will be this 192.168.2 range, because traffic is initiated from this machines to uh, this one. Okay, that means the source will be this 192.168.2.50 Windows 10 machine. Destination will be the server, uh, that 192.168.10.10. So if I ping from this AD servers to this Windows 10 machine, then that scenario the source will be this server network. Okay, and destinations will be this 192.168.2.50. So that's how the source and destination change according to direction. Okay, so one thing, again, this checkpoint firewall, it has a stateful firewall. That means it is maintaining session table. So for example, if this ping from this Windows 10 to this server network, server AD server, okay, so that ICMP packet will be goes toward this server, and then the reply packet will be come from the same rule. Okay, and same connection, it will come. Okay, so you don't require to add two different rules to allow that traffic, that means ICMP traffic. Okay, so let's go to this our example. So I will explain that thing here. Okay, let me come to this checkpoint firewall. So in this machine, okay, and let me try to IP config here. So you can see we are on 192.168.2.50, that is one of host PC. Okay, and then in the checkpoint firewall, in order to configure the rules, you require to come the access policies. Okay, so under access policies, so you can see this firewall, user awareness, QoS, SSL inspection, likewise there. Okay, so under firewall blade control, so this is the place actually the firewall blade, that means stateful firewall, is running on. So under this firewall blade control, you see three different options, that means strict, standard, off mode. So these are the three settings you can configure. So based on your selection, that firewall policies will be automatically created. Okay, so you can disable and those things here. Okay, and also you can see the application and URL filtering rules. Also you can have three actions you can set. That means you can set the URL filtering only, and you can set to off. So I will discuss this application and URL thing later. So in first thing, I will come to this firewall policy here. So you can see the default action is standard. So according to this standard action, you can see what rules will be created. You can see allow traffic to the internet on all services is there. So that's green icon means allow traffic. That means from any source to the internet, the traffic will be allowed for all services. And again you can see allow traffic between internal networks also allowed. Okay, and then you can see inbound traffic is be blocked. That's mean from the WAN zone to inside zones will be blocked. Okay, so let me go to the policy section here. So you can see the automatic generated rules here. Okay, so you can see this is the actually outgoing access to internet. So there's a two sections: outgoing access to internet and incoming internal VPN traffic. So these are the two places we configure these rules by separately. So if I want to add internet access rules, I need to come to here, I need to add this new rule. Okay, so you can see the auto generated roles, these roles. So you cannot delete. Okay, you cannot disable, you cannot delete, you cannot clone. So only thing you can do is you can edit these rules and you can change the configuration. Okay, so according to this default access policies, auto generated rules, this is the internet access rules. You can see I have set to this blade control to that default action is standard. So according to standard, the internet access will be allowed. You can see any source to internet is allowed. And so if I come to this incoming internal VPN traffic, you can see the DMC to LAN network is allowed, and then also from the LAN networks to any destination is allowed. So when you configure in this device local network, so these are the LAN 1 interfaces, LAN 1, LAN 2, LAN 3, these are internal network. So you can see if you configure the IP configuration under DMC port, that will be the DMC network. Okay, so if I go to this DMC port configuration, you will see that the IP addresses 192.168.10.range under this DMC zone. Okay, so if we go to the access policy, so you will see that in firewall standard policy mode, so these selections will be available. So according to these selections, that automatic rules will be created under that access policy. So you can see allow access from this network to local network is ticked. That's mean according to that selection. Okay, so let me come to this access policy and policy. So this one is, you can see, allow access from this network to local network. You can see these automatic rules be created under that thing. Okay, and then again, so if I come to this one, you can see the log traffic from this network to local network is allowed. Okay, and that is you need to consider. So under that settings, you will see this automatic generator rules. So under the incoming, you will see that traffic from DMZ to LAN allowed, traffic from LAN to any networks is allowed. Okay, and let me go to blade control again. So then if you turn off this one, then means the under the firewall policies, blade is disabled. That's mean the traffic is allowed for the old rules. Okay, so you can see it says when firewall is deactivated, your network is not secured. Okay, so let me apply this one. So if I come to this again policies here, you can see this one is traffic it not getting blocked, it's allowed. Okay, and the recommended settings here to set strict action. Okay, so if you set the strict actions, that means firewall policies, that means traffic by default is block. Okay, let me click apply this one. So if it is come to policies, you will see that, so now we have all the block actions set. Then you can configure the whatever the required policies here. Okay, so firewall rule order will be that top to bottom, that means top firewall rules will be get high priority. Okay, so let's go to the users and object here. So this is the place we created the objects. Okay, so under the users and objects, so we have the user management, so you can create the users, administrators and authenticated servers under user management. Then again, so under network resources, we can configure the servers. Okay, servers means actually it's the port in settings, and again you can configure the applications and the URL. So services, that mean port numbers, you can configure different services here. This is the predefined services also available: HTTP, HTTPS, DNS. Likewise, there are default services available. Then we have the service groups also. You can see the web browsing, DNS. Likewise, there are service groups, multiple services group into this different services group. And then again, network object, you can see there are no network objects by default, so you can add network objects. Okay, and so under this one, you require to set this type. There are 4 types available. You can see you can configure the single IP address, single host, then you can configure the IP range, also you can configure the network. Okay, Also you can configure the domain name. So I'm going to add network here. Okay, network address will be 192.168.2.2.0. That is the network address. Subnet will be the class 3 255.255.0. The object name will be the LAN network. Let me add dash here. So you can see we have added LAN network, and then again I'm going to add another network 192.168.10.0. that is our server network. This is also class C address, and let me add servers network. Okay, I have created these two objects like this. Again I need to come to the policies. So blade control, I have said this is strict. Then under the policies I need to come this incoming internal VPN traffic. So my objective is to allow traffic between internal, that means LAN zones, to server zones. That means traffic initiated from LAN zone will goes toward server zone. In that scenario I need to come to the new. Here you can see on top you can create, or on bottom you can create. Okay, I'm creating new rule here. Then here, so you can see four columns available: source, destination, service, action, and log. So you can set the source based on your direction. Okay, so my direction source will be here. So you can see the different objects here, so you can search whatever objects here. Okay, so I'm adding LAN network, that is the object I have created. So that LAN network is 192.168.2 range, and destination the servers. Okay, and any services I am going to allow. Any services mean any ports. Okay, so and that means port 1 to 65,500. The port range will be totally allowed from here. And the action, you can see there are two actions, accept and block. It's so I'm going to accept this connection, and also I'm going to log that certain traffic. So I can write a comment here. Okay, so for the meaningful purposes I can add some comment. This one is traffic from LAN to servers. Okay, so here you can see apply only during this time. That means you can schedule this rule to activate it. That means only certain time during time period you can enable this rule. For example, 9 to 9 p.m. Okay, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, so that one thing you can do. Also you can add match only for encrypted traffic. That means so this rule will be detected activated for only encrypted traffic. That option also you can configure. I'm not going to configure those settings. I'm going to click apply this rule. Okay, let me going to ping my server right now. Okay, so I'm going to ping. Okay, and let me erase these things. Okay, so I'm going to ping now from here to this server. Okay, then let me go to again that machine. Okay, the IP will be 192.168.10.10. so you can see I'm able to pin now. Okay, so that's mean I'm going to send ICMP packet, so I'll get the reply packet from the same direction. Okay, I don't require to add servers to LAN rule from here. That's mean here the traffic initiated from LAN zone going towards server zones. The reply packet will be come from the same rule. Okay, same direction, same actual same same number of connections. Okay, so that's mean actually this is stateful firewall. That's mean it will maintain the session table. It will track the certain source and the destinations. So if it is the replies, if there's a replies, that replies also coming from the same rule. Okay, That is the thing you need to consider. But if you goes to this AD server, okay, if you're trying to pin this host, will it work? Let's see. I'm going to ping that host machine. That host machine is 192.168.2.50. Sorry, 2.50. So you can see it's not pinging, right? So I'm at continuous traffic here, so I can see that certain log on the firewall also. That ping is not working. Okay, let me go to this checkpoint firewall under logs and monitoring. So you can come to logs, security logs here. This is the place we some troubleshoot some actions, because so you require to troubleshoot, you need to come to here, and this is the place the all the logs are hit. Okay, so you can see this one LAN 1 interface, that is the action is accept traffic from this source 192.168.2.50 go towards 192.168.10.10, and the service will be ICMP, so it will use the rule number 1, that is connection is accepted. Okay, so if I go to access policy, you can see manual rules, the rule number is 1, that traffic is allowed. So again, if I go to log and monitoring, you can see there's some drop rules here, right? So that source will be 192.168.10.10, that is the AD server. Okay, and destination is 192.168.2.50. so direction is servers to LAN here, that is drop on which rule. You can see the rule number is 2, so we can go to the access policy. Here you can see under auto generated rules, so based on the blade settings, okay, so we have set to strict. Based on that conditions, auto generated rules there, so you can see any block. Okay, so and that's how that rule works. Okay, so let's configure another rules here. Okay, this time I'm going to add the source as a servers. Okay, I'm going to add servers network, destination will be the LAN. Okay, and then service will be any, that traffic will be accepted. Let me click OK. You can see, so we have two rules. Okay, so I have forget to add comment here. Let's go to here. This is not mandatory, okay, but you can add some comment. Traffic from servers to LAN. Okay, right now, so we can go to the AD server. So you can see it's the ping is working right now. Okay, this is AD server. You can see ping is working. So the same time, so I can go to the ITPC. So in here the checkpoint firewall, the GUI is open, so I can go to the security logs. You can see you can refresh. You can see 192.168.10.10. this is the source, and destination 192.168.2.50. rule number it's now 2. Okay, so we can go to the access policy. So you can see the auto generated rule become the rule number as a 3. Now we have two manual rules, 1 and 2. That traffic will be hit to rule number 2. Okay, so that's how this is working actually. Okay, so accordingly, additional thing I can do here. Okay, so I can come to this LAN network, this rule. Okay, what I'm going to do is only allowing DNS traffic. For that scenario, I can come to this same rule here. Instead of any service, I'm going to allow DNS, only DNS. This is the DNS group. So under this DNS group, I have DNS TCP1 TCP53 port and DNS UDP 53 port. So I'm going to add DNS group here. Okay, I'm going to click apply. Okay, and this ping will be getting blocked. You can see request timeout. Okay, that's mean we cannot ping because we only allow the DNS. Okay, so let me try one thing. I'm going to add ns lookup here. You can see it's timeout. Let me go to server because it's AD server, it's running DNS servers internally. I'm going to add server 192.168 and the IP address will be 10.10. You can see now our DNS server is changed to 192.168.10.10. okay, and here let me add one you know new internet rule, that is servers to internet. Okay, then it will work that DNS traffic as I guess. Okay, let me add google.lk right now. It's going to ping timeout. Okay, let me check that thing here. Let me go to the AD server. Okay, and I need to go to the DNS settings here under my AD server. Under this one, so I need to go to the properties under the forwarder. So I'm going to add Google as my forwarder. Okay, so this is Google as my forwarder. You can see dns.google. Let me click apply, click OK. At the same time I need to go to the ITPC. Let's try now. So you can see now there's no DNS request timeout, so I can get google.lk or google.com, any other DNS queries. Let me type YouTube. Okay, that's mean only that DNS is allowed from this device to 192.168.10.10. okay, so all other services will be blocked. That means I can't ping, let me try to ping again. So you can see it's not pinging. Okay, so if I go to the log and monitoring, so you will see that you can see this 192.168.2.50 here. Okay, so ICMP will be blocked by the rule number 3, and you can see this one 192.168.2.50 to 10.10. only the DNS traffic is allowed. DNS traffic we can see the under the log. Okay, that's how to configure these internal rules. Okay, that mean internal traffic, that's how to allow. Only certain services you can allow, okay, from these different internal zones. Okay, and that's that's about this video, and thank you very much.